Hello, my name is Grant Fritchey. I work for Redgate Software. Today I want to talk about, before we get started, I want to talk about, thank you Fabriciano for the fantastic t-shirt. Always tuning your data. Awesome, it's fun. It says SQL Family on this side. It's got Fabriciano Lima on this side. And I really appreciate the t-shirt. Thank you. It's a week after Past Summit. I'm recovering. I'm sure some of you still are. And man, what a week. It was a great week. A lot of great stuff happened. I'm not going to talk about that today. Today I want to take up a different topic. It's, last week, one of the complaints that we heard a few, but by and large, it's a great week. One of the complaints we heard is that lots and lots and lots of data-focused sessions had jokes about developers in them. And, it's fine. I joke about developers myself, like, hey, guys, there's this really cool thing. It's called a where clause. But humor's got to be a two-way street. Humor has got to be a lot of fun. I also will generally joke about DBAs. What's our favorite word? No. But the problem we're running into here is that it's getting mean-spirited. It's been mean-spirited for quite a while. And there's a couple of reasons why it shouldn't be. There's a couple of reasons why it should not happen at all. But I want to focus on one of them and maybe a little bit on the other. I'm going to focus on the light one first. The light one first is that we are moving into a DevOps world. And in DevOps, more and more, it's you can call it a buzzword if you want to, but let's face it, more and more and more companies are adopting methodologies that, if not exactly DevOps, very much mirror the DevOps approach. You've got automated continuous integration, you've got automated testing, you may even have automated deployment into your production servers. All of that automation and all of that control around how the process runs through coding and other third-party tools and all that fun stuff is fundamentally blurring the lines between what defines a precise, I am a DBA, I care about servers and disks and TempDB, and a developer who's writing code. Fundamentally. Now, take into account the other stuff that's happening from a technology standpoint as we hit containers, as we hit servers as a service, as we hit servers as code, as we hit code as servers. We hit all these things that are happening, with Kubernetes and all this other stuff that's occurring within the containers and the processes of how we manage our servers, how we create our servers, how they grow. Fundamentally, I can state this absolutely and back it up. DBAs, stop being DBAs. Don't call yourself a DBA. You know what you are? You're a developer. DBAs are developers. You write code. You manage things through code. You fundamentally are taking ones and zeros through a language of some sort, applying that language to the database management system of your choice, whether it's SQL Server, Cosmos DB, Azure SQL Database, Mongo, Postgres. I don't care. You're taking ones and zeros and converting it into data management. That's development. That's coding. You're writing code to control the computer. That computer right there is being manipulated by the language you are using. You are writing code. And that's becoming more and more prevalent. Who out there is doing PowerShell? Anybody? More and more people all the time. I mean, congratulations, Rob Sewell, for 180 people in a pre-con, not on how to use PowerShell and manipulate SQL Server, but simply on how to use PowerShell. And why on how to use PowerShell? Well, because if you're working within a Windows environment, and yes, Linux and some other places, you are using PowerShell to control, yes, SQL Server, yes, databases, but the Windows OS, the manipulation of the CI, CD, all of the other tools that you're using for your automated deployments and all those things. You're using PowerShell to control Azure. You're using PowerShell to manipulate the stuff within Azure. Oh yes, you're writing code. So this whole idea that there's this fundamental split, there's this hardcore, hard line that one side is doing one thing that's completely different than the other side is bunk. You DBAs are developers. Own it. Take it. Run with it. Don't be ashamed of it. Defend it. Heck yeah, I'm a developer. Yes, I specialize. Yes, I'm focused on data. Yes, I'm protecting the information that my company needs. Absolutely, of course you are. No questions asked. How are you doing that? Oh yeah, right, I'm writing code. Please, let's get rid of this whole fight. Yes, I'm a data platform specialist. I absolutely am. I own it. I love it. I won't give it up. But how do I do the work? I write code. So how does that person create that application? They write code. We're not that far apart. We are very, very close. And this mean-spirited attack has to end. It just has to end. We're done with that. That's it. Please subscribe. My name is Grant Fritchey. I work for Reg8 Software.